Hey folks, today we'll be making a Pompano rig, and for it you will need some 20-pound fluorocarbon leader, a swivel, number 6 or number 5 or something like that, a couple orange beads, 6 or 8 millimeter, and 2 gold tail hooks. That's what a tail hook looks like. Use a 1/0 or number 1 hook size, it doesn't matter. Don't go above 2/0, that's too big. And also have some kind of yellow thing, either a yellow float or just a piece of a yellow soft plastic like this. And that's all you need. Alright, to get started, get about, I'd say, a 5-foot piece of your leader so you have plenty of room to work. Alright, first we're going to make a loop at the bottom to get about 7 inches of line. And you're going to want to do a double overhand knot. So 1, 2. Pull that tight. It should be about 4 inches long. But we can't see that. But it's from here to here. Alright, so pull that tight. And that's where you're going to attach your weight, like a 4-ounce Sputnik or something. You just stick that through your weight, and then put your weight through that loop. Alright. Trim that. And now we're on to our first hook. Now this is going to be a double hook rig. So go up the leader about a foot, and then make a loop, like so. And take that loop and put it around, like that, about 6 times. Just twist it a little bit. Find a spot in the middle, like that, and put this big loop right through, and pull. So it should be about 3 or 4 inches long as well. Like so. Alright. Now go up your line about another 10 or 12 inches and do it again. Make a loop. Wind this around a couple times. Like so. Once you get about 5 or 6 winds, put this big old loop through it. Then you're going to want to pull that tight. And it should be about 3 or 4 inches again. Doesn't need to be too long. Make sure it's good and tight. Alright. So we got our weight hook, loop, then our first hook loop, then our second hook loop. And then we're gonna set that, actually, let's go ahead and tie a swivel on. Cut off any excess line. And then with this other end of the line, tie on a swivel. I'm going to use a Palomar knot for this. Just double line through and do a single overhand knot and stick your swivel through that new loop. Alright. Now cut off the excess. And then we're gonna start putting our stuff on the loops. So get your soft plastic or just a yellow float and cut off a couple chunks. About like that. So that's your finger now. And then what you're gonna do now is get your rig, and on each hook loop, you're gonna want to pinch the tip like that, and stick it through the eye of the hook. Wow, that's hard to do. There we go. And then get your hook and stick it back through this loop and pull it tight. Grab a chunk of your yellow stuff, thread it on the hook, and push it all the way up onto your actual loop. That. And then you can take your hook back off, and then we're going to put on a bead, orange bead. Use Pompano feed on sand fleas, and sand fleas have orange eggs inside of them. And then we can put our hook back on. Once our hook is back on and tight, we can push this all down. And that's how it looks. Pompano like that, because they have big eyes and they feed mostly on what they see. And we can do the same for the other hook loop. Hook on, thread the yellow all the way up, hook off, bead on, hook on. Now you can use circle hooks if you want. Use a number 1 or 1/0 or 2/0 circle hook. But I don't recommend using a J hook because they quickly attack your bait. Write that down. So a circle hook or the scale hook usually sets itself into the fish's mouth. So that's the best option. So here you got your weight loop. Just attach a pyramid weight or Sputnik weight. Number 1 hook, a foot of line, and then your number 2 hook. Then of course your swivel. And there it is, folks. You can put you a small piece of peeled shrimp, fresh dead shrimp, or live sand flea. They'll gobble all that up. And throw it out there near the sandbar, just past the breakers, if it's low tide, or if it's high tide, just as far out as you can get it. But sometimes when it's low tide, the sandbar is close and they'll be in the wave wash, so you don't have to cast it too far. But yeah, right now is a good time for pompano in northeast Florida because they're migrating north for spring, and then when fall comes, they'll go back down south. So there's you a good pompano rig.